What's going on, guys? Limited MTG, Patrick, coming back with another video. Today we are drafting Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth. It's been out for a while. I've drafted a lot of it, not a ton, because I don't know. It's been a fine format. I just haven't. It hasn't been my favorite overall. Just because of the color disparity. But we're drafting it today. Gonna it'll be fun little side thing to do. Anyways, we opened like a Goth Mog. 3 and a black for a 3/3. When it enters a mass, orcs 1. Creature tokens you control if that touched. Really great card. Only other card that I think comes close to it is Birthday Escape, but Goth Mog is the best color. We're going to take Goth Mog. Confirm pick. Alright, here we have a Shelob. Big fan of Shelob. It's a bomb. 4 black green for an 8/8 Death Touch Ward 2. Other spiders you control have Death Touch and Ward 2, and then whenever a creature dealt damage this turn by a spider you control dies, you basically turn it into a food that has its ETB abilities and stuff. So Rally the Hornberg here, it's another good one, and his Samwise is also really strong, but let's just take the Shelob. It's a bomb. I'm cool with that. Alright. Here we have a Dunlin Curbane, best black common, easy slam. The key when you go into black, as I'm sure many of you know, is just to cut it as hard as you possibly can. So we're just going to be taking basically every even reasonably playable black card that comes around. Other notables in the pack, I do like Soothing of Smeagol, and that's really about it. It's a pretty weak pack. But let's take the Dunlin Curbane here. Mithril Coat is also kind of a weak one, but easy Dunlin Curbane there. Here we have a Glamdring, which is a 2-mana equipment that gives a creature +1/+1 first strike. It's a Runechanter's Pike, for those of you who know that. First strike and +1/+1 for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, cast an instant or sorcery from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the damage dealt without paying its mana cost. All that is to say, pretty mediocre. There's a Faramir here, pretty good. But we're not in white. We're just going to be taking this Mordor Muster. Really strong card. Easy pick. Alright, here's no black cards, but that's alright. We already kind of got our foot in the door pretty... excuse me, pretty strong with those first 4 picks. There's an Elrond, Lord of Riverdale, which is a solid card if you're in the Scry deck, which is not a good deck to be in. But if you're in that deck, it's actually not a bad card at all. There's 4 green cards here. I'm probably going to take the Lost Pathfinder. I don't love it, but ramping towards our bomb seems pretty good. A turn 3 Gothmog also seems pretty good, and I don't know that there's really anything else that I'm too excited about. So, pretty easy pick there. So here's an interesting one. Here's a Glorious Gale. Glorious Gale's a really strong one, or there's an Easterling Vanguard. Glorious Gale's a very strong card. But Easterling Vanguard is in black. So our options are take the better card or cut black a little bit harder. Actually kind of a difficult decision. We haven't seen a lot of blue so far, so I don't know that going into blue now is going to be a great idea. I think we should just take the Easterling Vanguard here and stay into black and maybe green. Not sure about that one though. It's a little more difficult. Glorious Gale is a really good card, so I don't 100% know if that was the right pick or not. Most Pathfinder is just like okay. So I don't know. I don't know if that was the right pick or not. There's Soothing of Smeagol here. Okay, there's an Oliphant. Another good one. Obviously, red is the second best color, so if you can go into that, that's always good too. We could just take the Oliphant here, but I kind of like Nasty End. It's 1 and a black for an instant to sack a creature, draw 2 cards, and if the sack creature was legendary, you draw 3 instead. Good with any tempting you have going on. I would take Oliphant because it's a better card, and there's also Shadowfax here, but I just want to cut black as hard as possible so that no one's taking it when it's passing the other direction. Alright, here's a Sam's Desperate Rescue, and there's a really late Lorien reveal. That card's really strong. 3 blue blue for a sorcery to draw 3 with island cycling. That might be too good to pass. Over a Sam's Desperate Rescue. Thing is, it's our first blue card, but it's so low risk. I mean, it's one of the best blue commons. Could be wrong, but I'm gonna take this Lorien Revealed here. Of course, we're immediately punished with absolutely no blue cards, so let's take the Shalev's Ambush here. It's a fine combat trick. Not great, but it's totally playable. No black in this pack, and there's really not many good cards at all here, so I guess we can just take like the Mushroom Watchdogs. Another mediocre pack. We take the Wizard Rockets for splashing. I think Revive the Shire here. Lookout, and another Revive the Shire. Okay. So we know we're in black, and other than that, we don't really know a ton. It is helpful, though, that we opened Old Man Willow. It's a really, really strong card. 2 black-green for a star. Its power toughness is equal to the number of lands you control. And when it attacks, you can sack a creature or token and give a creature -2/-2 until end of turn. So that's what we're going to be taking here. It's frequently you attack on turn 5 with like a 5/5. If you get like a Woes Pathfinder down, you can play it. Attack for 4 on turn 4. That's really good. And just the ability to sack like Dunlin Kerbane or one of these pesky 1/1s lying around. It's just a really strong ability as well. So there's a Rally at the Hornburg here. Let's do the Conies. Both fine. And we're not going to wheel anything from this pack, so that's okay. I mean, this is no chance. Let's do the Conies wheels, I don't think. But I'm not going to say no chance. It's very low chance that it wheels. But maybe, depending on how much blue we pick up, maybe we want to play Many Partings. It's not impossible. Here, there's not a ton at all. There's a Haunt of the Dead Marshes. It's a black for a 1/1 ETB Scry 1, and you can pay 2 and a black. And if you control a legendary creature, you can return it from your graveyard to the battlefield's taps. But not a great card by any means. There's a Black Breath, which gives creatures your opponent's control -1/-1 until end of turn, and the ring tempts you. Other than that, there's a Ring Sight. Just a really weak pack overall. I guess I'm going to take like the Haunt of the Dead Marshes, but I'm not even sure that's right. I don't think that we need to go any further into blue. Ring Sight's just not good enough to draft in general, I don't think. Some Mirkwood Bats here, but there's also an Aomer. Aomer is like one of the best, the best uncommon in the set, I believe, by win percentage. There's also a ton of blue cards here too. This is a pretty tough pick here. I don't know that it makes a ton of sense for us to go into red here. So the question is, do we take like Lorien Revealed or Peligear Survivor or something? Or do we take Aomer? I mean, we do have a Woes Pathfinder to help splash it. Man, this is another hard pick. Or we could just take the safe pick, which is the Mirkwood Bats. I'm going to take the Aomer. It's just so strong. So much stronger than any other card in that pack. All right, and here we get some goodies. So, wow, this is a great pack. Voracious Fellbeast, the best black uncommon in the set, probably. March from the Black Gate, which is another really strong card. And Troll of Khazad-dûm. I mean, we have to, I think, take the Voracious Fellbeast, but man, this is a great pack. Like, there's a ton of stuff we want here. But I think the most important of them is the Voracious Fellbeast. Here we can take Grond. It's 3 and a black for a 5/5 trample vehicle, crew 3. And as long as it's your turn and you control an army, it's a creature. How many ways do we have to create an army so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually not that many. So we're going to want to focus on that a little bit more, but it's still definitely worth taking. So another Grond. It's a legendary, so we can't actually have 2 at once. Another Nasty End or a Many Partings. Many Partings might be worth playing just so that we can splash this Aomer, which I think is probably worth it, actually. The second Grond, I just don't know how valuable that is. And same with the second Nasty End. Let's take the Many Partings. It's possible that we don't play it. Oh man, and here's a bunch of good blue cards here. Birthday Escape, Glorious Gale. Man, I mean, I just don't know that we're going to pop into blue now. Because we only have one blue card, Lorien Fields. But we're not going to play any of these other cards, I don't think. So we take the Gloria Scale. Alright, there's a Seereth Ungol Patrol and a Mordor Trebuchet. Probably take the Trebuchet over those other two. Again, we want to look out for... This is the pack that we didn't think we were going to wheel anything from, and in fact, we did not. Guess we could take Pippin's Bravery. We need to take keep an eye out for the cards. Really good with this is the 3 and a black 2/3 with flying. That whenever an artifact or a token is created or destroyed under your control, it does a damage to your opponents because you get 2 triggers, one from it coming in and one from it leaving, and I found that to be a really, really good combo. Second Nasty End is playable, just not super high priority. And Shellup's Ambush is also a second one of those playable. 10 creatures, 17 playables. It's not great yet. We got a little... Ooh. Best green card in the set. Radagast the Brown. 2 green for a 2/5. When it or another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is that creature's mana value. You reveal a card that doesn't share a creature type with any creature you control from among those cards and put it in your hand. That's a good one. That is one we will take. There's also a Torment of Gollum in this pack, but I mean, this is not a passable card. It's really, really strong. There's people that were, I was listening with the Limited Resources, the podcast, and LSV was saying that, like, there was no way in the Poacher that he was going to go into green unless he literally got past, like, this card. So here, or he opened this card, or got past it, I guess, for that matter. Here, this is a really tough decision. There's a Dunlin Curbane and a Bitter Downfall. We don't have any removal yet, so we probably just have to take this Bitter Downfall, unfortunately, over the Dunlin Curbane, even though we would love the Dunlin Curbane. So Mirkwood Bats here, but we don't have that many ways to make orcs right now, do we? 1, 2... We don't really want to play this. We have a bunch of cards that are kind of begrudgingly playable in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to make orcs right now. Ugh. I guess we probably just want to take the Mirkwood Bats here. But I don't love it. Probably still worth taking. Here's a Mordor Muster. That's basically, we take that over anything, just because it makes a 1/1. Orcish Medicine might even be playable in this deck, even though it's not a great card. Trebuchet's going to be a tough sell, though. I'm not sure that that's quite good enough. There's a bunch of cards that I'm just not sure are quite good enough in this deck. So if this is close to the deck, I assume we still play Aemir. Look at how many different... We're basically always going to be able to get a creature that doesn't share a type. The only thing that we have multiple of are 4 humans for Radagast. Other than that, I mean, there's really nothing that shares creature types. I'll take another Easterling Vanguard here over, like, Ents Fury. I just think the 2 drops are really valuable, and we only have 12 creatures right now, so I'll take that. Rose Pathfinder. Okay. Needs another splash for Aemir. Here, there's nothing we're gonna play. I'll just take the the Vault Progress, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll take the Morgul Knife Wound. I'm not gonna play it, but it's technically more likely to be played. Denethor is interesting. Probably not playable, but I mean, with the double Rose Pathfinder and the many partings, it's at least a thought. Oh, and Great Hall of the Citadel. Alright, hold on. Hold on a minute. Maybe we do play the Denethor now. Not sure about it, but it's worth a thought. Are there many partings? Okay. Okay. Alright, this is maybe gonna be a deck, maybe. Alright, and then we can do Transmit Elves. Okay, this is not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Alright, let's cut Haunt, because we're not gonna really be able to get the ring to tempt us. Alright. So, if we play 1 Plains, 1 Mountain, and then 7-7-1-1-1, not gonna lie, it's a little light on green and black. But the advantage of this is Denethor is a really strong card and Aemir is a really strong card. We get to play both of them. If we cut Denethor, which is definitely the weaker of the 2 cards, we go down there, we add probably a Swamp. We go 7-8-1-1, the Great Hall. We may not even need the Great Hall, I suppose. We go 8-8-1. How many legendaries do we even have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we played the Denethor, we'd have 6. And with this 1 mountain, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources. Man. This is hard. I feel like leaving the Denethor is correct. But I don't know. I mean, this is a very strong card. Alright, what if we... Alright, let's go that. Cut a force down to 7. Cut a swamp down to 7. Because even without the Great Hall, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 black sources and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources. So maybe we even go... We probably don't want to go 9, 6. This is a little aggressive as is, but I kind of like... I don't hate this. So let's cut a Shell Up's Ambush. And let's give it a shot. And we might come back and change it, but we'll see. Alright. See you guys in round 1. Alright. This is acceptable for a first hand. Alright. We're really going to want a many partings at some point, or a Woe's Pathfinder, but we have time to draw that. What's going on here? There we go. All right. Our best draw right now is actually probably Woe's Pathfinder, because it allows us to cast a turn 4 Aemir. That is totally fine if he wants to use a removal spell for my Easterling Vanguard. Okay, I mean... you still get to turn 4... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oops. Well, if he blocks, I'll still Shell Up's Ambush it. Man. It's weird switching between Arena and Magic Online. I feel like I always kind of mess up for a little bit right when I get Back for the first time. Alright, well, now we can go Radagast. And he kind of has to kill it right now. We get a Woes Pathfinder right off the bat. Put a bunch of lands in the bottom. Next turn we get to go like maybe many partings, go get a mountain. That's still fine. Okay, go to 12. Let's go many partings, get a mountain. And then go Easterling Vanguard Woes Pathfinder. Or maybe Easterling Vanguard pass. And then we can either Shelob's Ambush or Crack the Food. I like that better. There and back again. Okay. I would guess that he's going to forbid my Easterling Vanguard from blocking. Okay. Well, we're going to get to snipe his Spearmaster here. Which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The there and back again is definitely going to be a problem. But we can't do anything about it for now. So let's go... Hammer, attack, attack. Make a 1/1. Excuse me. Alright, well, once Smaug comes down, we survive 2 turns. Actually, I guess technically we can survive 3 turns because of our foods. Alright. It's actually kind of interesting. So if we... We can Gothmog and attack for... No, we probably want to hold up food mana. Okay, let's go Woes Pathfinder. Attack for 5. He'll certainly block. Yeah. The good news is if he doesn't play a creature this turn, then we're in pretty great shape. Assuming another Gimli. I don't know, it's 2 creatures. He's not attacking now. For whatever reason. I think we're still going to play out the Voracious Felbeast here. We'll sack the Cavalier. He can attack me if he wants with Smog, but now it gets a little bit harder for him because now I can attack back for a lot. Good top deck. Alright, so now we have 7 mana available. We have to spend at least 2 to get a food. So let's Gothmog here. And then attack with all. With those 3. Alright. And then what we're going to need to do when he attacks with Gimli... Actually, are we dead? Yeah, we are. I didn't do the math correctly. Okay, well, the good news is he just drew a removal spell anyway. For the second time in a row, he just top decked a stupid Banish from Maduris. Well, I'm super dead. I go to 1. Alright, let's see here. So, I can put him down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can put him down to 1. Can't kill him, though. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, come on. I'm one short. So the crazy thing is I actually am going to need to play Mirkwood Bats, attack with those 3, and then I'm going to need to use Bitter Downfall on Gimli. Excuse me. Unless he draws a removal spell for the Mirkwood Bats, in which case I lose. So he'll probably attack. The Kiki is the win. He didn't attack. Why wouldn't he attack? Alright. Well, I feel like now I need to hold up Bitter Downfall because if I try to kill Gimli and in response he kills my creature, I lose. So I need to attack now like this, I think. I guess I have to go for it. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Alright, well, I guess it didn't matter. I still had to go for it anyway, but okay. That was a close one, and a good win. On to the next game. Alright, on to the next one. Let's go get a forest or a plains, because the forest helps for Radagast. Guess you go to plains. Obviously, at some point, we'd like to try non lands. May not be in the cards for us this game, though. Alright, let's gain 3. Oh, it doesn't really do anything. You know what, let's play it for fanciness. I guess let's attack for 2. If he blocks, at least we can start doing making the catapults things. Alright, well, this is not going particularly well. Alright, Mirkwood Bats. It's gonna be tough. Another Easterling Vanguard. Okay. I guess we're not the furthest away from, like, Woes Pathfinder stuff. But even then, we're going to need a little bit of help. Alright, I guess we're taking 4. I mean, it's got nasty ends. I don't even know. Shaleb's Ambush. Okay. What do you want? Like a Aomer this turn? Denethor wouldn't be bad. Not that. Not that. Oh, I don't know what happens. One moment, let me figure this out. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. And attacking with everybody. I don't expect to win this one. This has been a little heavy on the lands for my taste. I guess the thing is, like, when you play those many partings, you'd like to cut a land or two, but with the double splash, we're really just not able to do that because our mana base is pretty greedy. So we're going to end up flooding out some amount of the time, and that's just kind of how it's going to be. Like, yeah, it's annoying, but kind of what you sign up for when you play these 4-color decks. Alright. I think that's pretty close to it. Trying to think of cards that I could draw that would I would kind of feel good about, and I really can't think of anything, which is when you kind of know that you're in a bad spot. Yeah, I think it's a little late for Aomer here. No worries. A little too many lands. On to the next one. Alright. This is probably a keep here. Get a nice little combo with Easterling Vanguard, and then hopefully we can like nasty end and draw planes, and it's all going to be awesome. And we're not going to keep drawing more lands like last game, so it's gonna go great. It's gonna go swimmingly. All right, Goblin Fireleaper, huh? If you're the current player, your triggers go on the stack first, which means your opponents come off first. Which means that the Fireleaper can't do the extra damage to the 1/1. Yeah. See? Know your triggers, kids. Know the stack. Because I'm the active player, he couldn't use the Fireleaper to do the extra 1 damage to it. Not that it matters, because I was going to nasty end anyways. Probably still will nasty end. Alright, I think that's enough lands for now. I'm happy to... Ooh, Shalov. Okay, that's a good one. I mean, I'll honestly just trade it off for a 1-1. I'm trying to survive until we get to Shelob, so... Alright, if he's a Glorious Gale, I want to use it now. He didn't. Smite. Alright. Well, he has a Glorious Gale, I think, because he was thinking about whether he wanted to counter it or not. And then chose to let it resolve in the Smite. Which means we probably want to play Felbeast first. He will counter that. And then we go for Shelob the next turn. That way he also doesn't get a Ring Tempt. So... Willow Wind. Okay. I mean, we still could die here is the thing, because Shelob does not have reach. And we keep drawing lands. We're drawing a lot of lands. At this point, though, we could at least draw like a Many Partings. Radagast. Yeah, I think we just have to shell up here. Alright, he has another instant. Alright, take 6. We're dead next turn. Alright, this is getting a little ridiculous with the lands, but I guess we can still live, theoretically. Gothmog. Yeah, we needed something with the reach. Oh, actually, no. We're technically still alive. Because this will block the 1/1, which means we'll go to 1. Dunlin Curbane. Okay. Alright, alright. We are not totally dead yet. So now, if I attack, I'll be able to block, block, block. And I think I have to start playing aggressive because if he has a single removal spell, yeah, obviously I'm dead if I do this. But, I mean, let's be honest. I'm at 4 and I'm about to go to 1. It's not looking so great anyway. Okay, well. Not a lot you can do there. That's annoying, but on the next one. Alright, well, we're on the draw. This is definitely a tough one, because we have, what, 7 swamps in the deck plus too many partings. If we draw a swamp, it's risky, but I'm going to keep. I might regret it, but if we draw a swamp or a many partings, we have 9 outs in this deck, and if not, then we just hopefully can survive until turn 4 and cast Radagast. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. There we go. Easy. Alright, well. We would love to see playing against the Scry deck. I think we have enough forests. My deck has been loving with the lands. My deck has really not wanted us to get mana screwed. And the good news is we haven't been anywhere close to being mana screwed, so. Pass here. Alright, let's go Radagast. Ooh, do we want Old Man Willow or Dunlin Curbane? Probably want Old Man Willow. Pass. And next turn, we'll get to go Old Man Willow. I don't think... We have a bunch of humans in the deck that I guess we can snag if we hit those. Galadrim Guide. We should basically be able to snag anything that we hit off of the Radagast, so. Alright, so this will get +1/+0 and unblockable until end of turn. And that's alright. And then we'll go Old Man Willow. Easterling Vanguard. Yeah, play the land because it pumps up the Old Man Willow. Pass. Next turn, we start getting to do some fun stuff with Old Man Willow. Fall of Gilgalad. Sure. Alright, go to 10. I think, as much as I want to kill this Navigator, I think I need to attack and kill the Watcher. So if I... You know what? If I... Voracious Fellbeast here, it actually puts him in a pretty bad, weird spot. So I'm going to Voracious Fellbeast here first. I'll see what he sacrifices. Okay. So now we'll get to... Oh. Let's take Gothmog. Attack for 6. Sacrifice this. Kill the Watcher. And he can't double block. And kill, at least he can't double block and kill the Willow. So I mean, he can make like the Galahim guide or the Galadrim guide big, but that's fine. So what do we do next turn? Attack with Willow and Fellbeast. Play Gothmog, which allows me to get a Cannonball next turn. Ballistic Boulder, whatever it's called. I like that play. Actually, I guess we should just sacrifice the 1/1. Well, yeah, I kind of like cracking a food here and giving myself a little bit of breathing room. There's Shelob. Attack with these two. Sacrifice the Orc army. And, well, actually, because we don't have to. But I would just like to make them not able to block Old Man Willow this turn is my goal. Let's nasty end and draw 2 cards. So we should be hitting them for 6 here. Actually, I guess you can chump with the captain of Umbar and probably will. Nope. Alright. Now we don't have to discard at least. So now he probably fights my Radagast. Which is okay. I already have 7 cards in hands. It's weird because I feel like we should be running away with this game and we're not. I'm just going to block with a Mordor Trebuchet here. I don't need it and I don't want to go down to 5, so. Alright, so now we go Mordor Muster. Vanguard. Attack, attack. Sacrifice the 1/1. Kill the Chantsman Elves. Unless he can scry instant speed. Which he can't. Oh wait, I can sack my food? I didn't even know that. All this time I've been sacking my 1/1s. And I guess we'll play the Vanguard and pass. All right. Well, that's 2 and 2. Let's try and at least break even. I think this deck's better than that, but see you in the next one. Well, our deck continues to provide us with a series of incredibly interesting hands. I think this one is a no. This is a yes. And we'll throw back. Ooh, this is actually tough. I guess a swamp, because we have many partings. Hello. And we go get a plains. I think. Sure. Alright. So now Kerbane. Pass. Next turn we go Gothmog, give it Death Touch. Attack for 1. Build a pony, huh? That's actually pretty good. I'm still going to go Gothmog. Attack for 4. I mean, he can hit me for 8 this turn. It's not... it's not good. Definitely not great. Hammer. Man. All right. Alright, I guess I take 9. Or 6. I guess he's not attacking a food. I probably would have there, but I'm not complaining. Bats. Attack for 1. Now, we basically trade off this 3/3 for anything because it's Death Touch, and then we can just replay and go Mortar or Muster next turn. Oh man, I can give something first strike because Amber is getting first strike. It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I almost just want to draw another card. I should probably wait. I'm close to just chumping with this 3/3 and throwing that away. Alright. I was actually reassuring to see him use food to gain life. Because it means he's not using it to beat me into a pulp, which he very well could be. Okay. Alright, I will 1000% block like this. Incredibly, I mean, he made the blocking really easy for me because now I just get an instant replacement army in these trade. I mean, I'm so in for that. Oh wait, it is first strike. Of course it is first strike. Yeah, that's my bad. Frodo. Okay. Grim Warntongue, the text that everyone always forgets. Oh man. Shire Sheriff, alright. Guess this is going after Gothmog, likely? Yeah. Well, I draw 3 cards. I don't know if that's going to help, but you draw 3 cards. Alright. I will admit to not playing my best, but this is a little... These hands have been a little crazy. Alright, well, I mean, we're all but dead. or at least absurdly close to dead. That actually might just potentially keep us alive. Alright. Alright. How about the math? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I mean, we probably cannot afford to attack. We're probably dead, but at the very least, we probably can't afford to attack. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, and that is all for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining in. That was a unfortunate ending to our draft, but I thought the deck was better than that, but sometimes it's not in the cards. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining in, and peace. Have a good night. Couldn't hit the pause button. Sorry. Peace.